Hi, Noon. I want to talk about trans people and DEI people. I'm listening to the New Yorker Radio Hour with David Remnick, and he's talking to Chris Murphy, who's so smart. I recommend everyone um, listen to it. A lot of Israeli flags out today. There was a protest or a march or something. You know, I'm, New York City, man. I love this. Anyway, I'm listening to Chris Murphy, and I think about this fairly often. And I just like I sometimes will do these live because I just have to work it out, and I want to sort of bounce off the attitude. Look, an American flag and Israeli flag, we loves it. Um, and also the cherry blossoms are kind of making a little preview. Sorry to be distracted. They're not fully out yet, but the cherry blossoms are kind of coming out. We're getting there. Anyway, back to trans people and DEI shit and all of that and everything that that cornerstone of the Trump administration's hatred and anger and outrage. All right, here's the deal. In my opinion, it doesn't have to reflect yours. I don't care. I have the luxury of not having to give a fuck. Um, you know, it's a pretty fair, I think, a pretty fair assessment or assumption that anyone who is threatened by or pissed off about trans people is boring. Like these are people who don't really have much of a point in their lives, and so they got to go after this. You know, if you are so pissed about trans people or anybody who is different, gay people, women, like you are so fucking boring, and you are so lacking in any sort of a point in your life that you got to go for this. Like you're that uninteresting that this is where you got to go. And so this is where you're going to aim your hate gun. This is where you're going to point your ire. Trans people are interesting to me. I think they're fabulous because, like, it's such a small percentage of the population. And yet, for this attention whore, like, I am so in awe of the amount of attention they have gotten. Like, oh my God, you guys, get it. You know, the trans community has really, like, oh, you guys got some spotlight. Fabulous. Um, because they're interesting. It is interesting. You know what I mean? Like, someone who is born with a certain with a certain genetic and realizes later in life, you know what, this isn't, I'm not feeling this isn't right, I'm not, this is not working for me, and they go another way. It's interesting. Lenore, oh my God, it's so interesting. And you've got these Trumpy people, the people in the Trump administration and like the MAGA world. They're so fucking pissed about it because it just goes against everything because they're boring. And look at them. Look at them. Look at all of the look at Trump world. Um, I'll just go at random. Like just pick a character in the Trump show. Um, RFK Jr. Not interesting. Not like nothing exceptional about him other than the fact that he is the son of Robert Kennedy. The nephew of John F. Kennedy. Like, there's nothing other than that, nothing exceptional about him. He's boring, really. He's like medium handsome. His father was better looking, and Cheryl Hines thinks she really scored. Okay, girl, knock yourself out. But RFK Jr., not interesting. Stephen Miller, unexceptional. Like, unexceptional, boring, dull. Um, Who was Elise Stefanik? She's one of my favorites. Oh my God, that poor thing. What a loser. Like, someone said it sucks to be Elise Stefanik today. I'm like, I think it sucks to be Elise Stefanik kind of like every day. Like, look in the mirror on that one. Jesus. All of these people are like, they're so boring. Losers. And of course, they're going to get so pissed about anybody who's getting some spotlight, some traction, some attention, because they're just simply more interesting by definition. So just remember, when the hate gun coming from MAGA world gets pointed at people who are different, gay people, trans people, people of color, these are people who are so pissed off. These are people who are super boring, people who have no point, they're uninteresting as fuck, and they know it, and they're so goddamn mad about it. All right, they don't know how to tell a joke. They have no rhythm on a dance floor. They can't dress for shit. Like, these people are such pointless, useless, dull, boring, uninteresting cunts. All of them. Going straight Elon Musk. Oh my God. Oh my God. Have you seen, like, look at, if you can bear it, look at an interview with this guy. Boring as fuck. Like, oh my God, dull. All of these people who want to tear down the government and the whole movement are people who are fucking dull, boring, uninteresting, fucking losers. These uninteresting, boring cunts are unbelievable. And we've got, oh, I love what Tim Miller said not long ago. I forget where he was, doesn't matter. But the point is, stop being afraid of them. Stop being afraid of them. They love that. Do you know what would freak these people out is if you return fire and punch them right in the nose. They don't know what the fuck to do. When you punch a bully in the nose, they're so stunned and shocked. They're paralyzed by it. They're like, What? But elected officials, senators, Congress of not getting elected because again, boring, uninteresting people. And this is their only trick. And this is their only hope of uh I don't know, doing something of any consequence. I can only speculate. But yeah, I gotta do a little community moderation. Participant mode, subscribers. So let's check in some comments. Um, can I please super chat you? I don't know what that means. Am I gay? Yeah. And what's your point? Go fuck yourself. Um, let's see. Yeah, these are the losers in high school. These are the losers in high school. Yeah. Vance, a low-key hottie. No, Vance is not a hot. Look at JD Vance. The most boring, uninteresting person, I think, maybe in modern politics. Oh my God. Oh my God. Losers, boring. So to all of my friends in the trans community and strangers in the trans community and my fellow gays, you lesbians, you bi people, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Be sure to come armed with the attitude that you need everyone to fuck off. Everyone needs to fuck off. Oh my God, someone has their Tesla shrink wrapped in this, like, oh God, look at this. I gotta show you guys this. You guys are gonna have a little gag reset. You might throw up in your mouth a little bit. This is so fucking bad. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this loser. Ah! It says Elite Vision Security. Jersey plate. Match. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this cunt wagon. Cunt wagon. That's what they are. Ah, gross. You can't touch them because they just, they have cameras all over them. But yeah, Jersey plate. Lenore, don't pee on. Well, you could shit on it if you want. Anyway, yeah. What else is here? Thank you guys for the tippage. I appreciate that. We spelled cunt wagon with a K. And wagon like Volkswagen, Wagen. He's Kuntwagen. Is the Nazi. He's Kuntwagen. Volkswagen. Oh God. So anyway, that little diatribe was just to sort of like put it out there that like the trans people, the object of MAGA world's hatred and anger, the trans community, anybody included in the sort of like in under the DEI umbrella, they are furious. They are furious because they're uninteresting, they're boring, they bring nothing to the party. They're not that attractive. They can't dress for shit. They have no style, they have no taste, they're not funny. They're not that skilled. Some of them do have skills, like fine, okay, but they're just so fucking boring. And these are people, especially like the ones in leadership, who are gonna have to pay for sex for the rest of their lives because they're so fucking boring. Um, Trump has not had sex for free in decades, surely. Um, could you imagine how boring JD Vance's sex life is? Mike Johnson. Oh my God. All of them. Oh God. Could you imagine? Oh, these people, they're boring. And everyone who subscribed to them, boring, uninteresting. You guys know it and you're furious about it. You're so fucking mad. I love the guys up in here who love to leave, the ones who try to leave negative comments. These are people who hide behind a username and don't have a real photo. Pussies. Amazing. You throw, like, every time I throw up a video, there's someone up here who comes after me for the gay. Ooh, a Rivian. In case, yeah, these I love. Look at the headlights on them. I love the Rivian design. If you're in the market for a good electric truck, go Rivian. Those things are baller. Um, yeah. So anyway, that's it. My biggest respect for those of you here on YouTube who use a real photo and your real name, and you're not hiding behind some anonymity. You're not a pussy about it. Like, if you're going to go after someone on YouTube or any social media, don't be such a puss. Do it with your real photo and your real name. Otherwise, you don't matter. You don't count. All right. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Thanks for letting me vent. I just had to get that out of my system. Okay. I feel better now.